transverse section of spinal cord, the central H-shaped gray matter, and the outer, that is the white matter. It is oval in structure, and anteriorly you can see the anterior median fissure, and posteriorly you can observe the posterior median sulcus. Now see that in the gray matter, this is the dorsal horn or sensory horn. We call it as posterior horn as well. This is the ventral horn, anterior horn or the motor horn. And intermediately you can observe the lateral gray horn, which is present in the thoracic and lumbar region because it carries inside the motor neurons for sympathetic system, as from here preganglionic sympathetic fibers exist for the autonomic nervous system, the sympathetic portion. Now you can observe that this gray matter is filled with the neurons and few initial segments of the unmyelinated axons. They could be supporting cells or neuroglial cells as well. The neurons, they have got prominent nucleus and nucleolus and are laden with the nasal substance. Now concentrate. These are the rootlets. They are forming the sensory root of the spinal nerve. It has got the dorsal root ganglion that is filled with the pseudo-unipolar neurons having the central process that runs towards the spinal cord and the peripheral process that runs in the spinal nerve. And this is the ventral or motor root of the spinal nerve with so many rootlets. You can see them. They both, the dorsal root and ventral root, they unite to form the spinal root trunk. That is again going to divide it into dorsal ramus and the ventral ramus. And here lies the sympathetic chain ganglion, and you see the white rami coming towards the sympathetic ganglion if I draw, and from here postganglionic fibers, the gray rami are again entering into the spinal nerve. And concentrate on these rootlets. Posteriorly you can see two colors fibers, and concentrate, the yellow one is showing the general somatic afferent. These are the functional components of the spinal nerve. The green marking or green colored wires, they are showing the general visceral afferent as they are running through the sensory root of the spinal nerve carrying sensations. Now you see there are efferent, they are coming out from the ventral horn. And you see again in two colors, the black one is showing general somatic efferent and the red color is showing the general visceral efferent, right? And in the white matter, concentrate that in between this posterior gray horn, this and this whole area is called as dorsal white column, right? Or funiculus. White column and funiculus, they are used simultaneously. And anteriorly, this whole region is anterior and this portion is lateral. So we call it as this portion anterolateral white column, bilaterally anterolateral white column, right? This one is posterior white column. And concentrate on the vessel. These are the anterior spinal vessels and they have got ramification. And if you concentrate inside, there is running the sulcal artery, right? This one, these are the sulcal branches of this anterior spinal artery. Let me concentrate or turn the model from posterior spec, and you can see the posterior, this one is posterior spinal vein, and on adjacent side you see the posterolateral spinal vessels, right? So this is how you will explain the model of the spinal cord and spinal nerves. Thank you.